A user group is a handy way to organize users who need similar settings. Things like internet access type, authentication method, access controls, and more. Think of user groups as a way to apply different configurations to different sets of users. By default, every new user is automatically added to a group called default. But you can create custom user groups to fit your organization's structure and security needs. Here are a few common examples. Role-based groups. Set up groups like management, employees, or contractors to define access based on job roles. Department-based groups. Use groups like finance, IT, or HR to tailor access by department. Location or device-based controls. Create a group to limit access by region, device type, or specific attributes. Internet and security policy controls. Define groups that differ by internet access level, authentication method, or the number of devices a user can connect. Each user can belong to multiple user groups, but only one is considered the primary user group, or PUG. All other groups are called secondary user groups, or SUGs. What does the primary user group, or PUG, do? The PUG sets the user's main configuration. It controls key settings like allocated WPC subnet or subnets, allowed regions, internet access level, connection authentication method, max number of connected devices, location-based policies, device posture requirements. A user can only have one PUG, but they can also be added to up to 20 secondary user groups. What do secondary user groups, or SUGs, do? Secondary groups don't change the user's primary settings, but they expand access. If a user group is included in an access group as a source, any user in that group will have access to the destination resources defined in the policy, whether they belong to the group as a PUG or SUG. For example, Braden is part of the European Users Group, which is a primary user group, or PUG, and also part of the Accounting and Remote Users Groups, which are secondary user groups, or SUGs. The access group tied to the European users gives him access to Salesforce and the CRM, while the Accounting Access Group provides access to the accounting and timecard apps, and Remote User Access Group provides access to File Server and FTP Server. In short, the primary user group defines the user's configuration settings, while secondary user groups provide additional access permissions. Here's an important note. The user group mapping feature lets you automatically assign CloudConnexa user groups based on user identity attributes from your external IDP like SAML or LDAP. This now supports assigning both primary and secondary user groups through mapping. User group mapping rules follow a specific processing order, reflecting the step-by-step way they're evaluated. Rules with lower numbers, like 1, have higher priority. The first rule that matches assigns the user's primary user group, while any additional matching rules assign up to 20 secondary user groups. For more help or in-depth tutorials, check out our documentation on the website under the Resources section.